Today, people are in fear grip of atomic war, which will never take place for sure, as every developed country has its own atomic arsenal. Whatever we give, we receive. If one country drops atomic bomb, then another drops too. I don't have fear of atomic war, but I feel emission of carbon is more dangerous than atomic weapons. We are waging a dangerous war on environment. As the environment loves us, it is not retaliating. But when environment loses its patience, the retaliation will be more horrible than one lack of atomic weapons. Humanity of environment is being taken for granted. If it acts in inhuman way, then we all will vanish from the earth like dinosaurs. Concrete actions are required. In this context, I want to remind a famous quote of Swami Vivekananda, "Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached." Let's be alert. Let's not rest till our goal is reached in 2030. Will Rogers once said, "An onion can make people cry, but there has never been a vegetable invented to make them laugh." Absolutely yes. I too never thought so till I read this quote. There is no vegetable which makes us laugh. Sri Sadguru, a saint from India, says that the way human beings are consuming food costs on all other forms on the planet immensely. Conscious consumption is an important and urgent step towards a sustainable future. When I read the quote of Sri Sadguru, I was thinking how our food habits harm the environment. I did little research, but surprised to find how our food habits damage the environment. Only a single vegetable, onion, makes us cry, but we, the humans, are making the environment cry with our food habits. Most of you get surprised when I see that our food habits has its effects on environment. I was also in the same list before I started getting into this topic. Yes, let's just think before we eat. Think about the environment. Let's tell our tongue and stomach to think about a sustainable food. Food for our body, food that saves our environment. A question might be pricking the minds of many. How food is related to environment? How food that we consume creates indigestion problem in the environment? And how it makes it sick? While making my talk script, I referred many books, speeches, articles and many more. I have been exposed to astonishing facts. I want to share them with you today. In the Indian context, rice is a staple food. Paddy is a common crop. Now let's have a glance at ecological footprints of paddy. I collected these facts from the speech of Mr. Ramanjanelu. 1 acre paddy crop, before it comes to a rice plate, consumes 60 lakh liters of water. 60 lakh liters of water is the annual consumption of 100 families. Isn't it astonishing? How many of us know about these hidden facts? Oh, very few. Based on the statistics, 1 kilogram of rice, before it comes to a cooking vessel, consumes 5,000 liters of water. 5,000 liters of water is equal to 1 water tanker. Every day, a single family consumes approximately 1 kilogram of rice, which means they are also consuming 5,000 liters of water. Isn't it surprising? If we waste 1 kilogram of rice by cooking and throwing, that means we are also wasting 5,000 liters of water. Then, why don't it cause water scarcity? Thus, overeating of rice also causes depletion of pure drinking water. Then, what is the solution? Solution number 1. There should be a shift in our food habits. For example, 1 kilogram of rice consumes 5,000 liters of water during cultivation. But 1 kilogram of millets during cultivation consumes only 200 liters of water. In one of the meals, if we include millets instead of rice, then we can save 4,800 liters of water. Besides these, millets have very less carbohydrates comparing to rice. And millets are good for health. Wow! What a thought-provoking thought emerged today. Let's jump into solution number 2. This awareness must be brought among the people. Very few of them know about these hidden facts. These facts must find their footprints in the classrooms. Now let's have a glance at non-vegetarian food consumption and its effects on environment. Meat consumption is going higher and higher across the world. Besides the mouth-watering recipes of meat, there are tears of environment. How? Let me explain you. As the demand of meat is increasing, the government and factories are raising animals instead of crops. In order to raise animals, trees are cut down for shelter and for grazing. Untreated animal waste is dumped in the rivers. Raising animals for food consumes more than half of all the water used by citizens in certain countries. Let's see the consumption of water by animals. In order to produce 1 kilogram of sheep's meat, it requires 10,400 liters of water. A full-grown sheep with 25 kilograms consumes 260,000 liters of water. Whereas 1 kilogram of rice consumes 5,000 liters of water. Please see how the non-vegetarian diet is depleting the water. I don't say not to eat meat, but I say to cut down the frequent intake of meat. Solution number 3. Please steer clear of non-vegetarian recipes in parties and celebrations as intake of meat will be very high. Union of Concerned Scientists lists that meat eating is one of the biggest environmental hazards, and it's proved that animal agriculture is responsible for more greenhouse gases than all the world's transport systems combined. Another problem with agriculture industry, which is known to many, how the usage of chemical fertilizers and pesticides harm the environment. So, as to get high production, farmers use excess of them. The toxic material mixed in rivers and waters, which is a big threat for aquatic world. Solution number 4. Roof gardening. If all the house owners start growing vegetables on their roof using organic fertilizers, it is good for environment and for humans too. We can no more take chemical filled vegetables on our roof. It is a good development, but most of us don't know the process. The government and other institutions should bring awareness about this in the society. Highly elated to share with you that Paramita High School is going to set up a team which encourages and assists the ideas of roof gardening to the people. Our school has a big parent community. This movement starts from the threshold of our school. I am optimistic that we can contribute a little with our dedicated efforts to change the climate change. Solution number 5. Integration of climate change in the school curriculum. School education plays a pivotal role to combat climate change by igniting the young minds. We hear a lot from our teacher about droughts, storms and many other natural calamities. But most of us don't know what is a clear reason behind those tragedies. How can we jump into action to combat climate changes? I feel the union and government, state government are to include climate changes as a subject so that the future citizens of tomorrow can easily understand how our living habits detrimental to environment. Thus, a war against the carbon emissions starts from our houses. Finally, I appeal all the world citizens to take these concrete actions to fight against the climate change. Don't feel I alone can't do it. Our world history proves that behind every movement there is only a single person. Let us unite in fighting against the climate change. Thank you.